This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to save you time and money by delivering fresh groceries at great prices right to your door in refrigerated trucks. Enjoy 1-hour delivery time slots to get what you need on your time. All with professional drivers who always deliver. No tipping required. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $25 on your first 2 Kroger delivery orders when you clip your digital coupon online or in the app. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to Uncluttered and Unfiltered, the podcast urging you to let it go and don't look back. With nationally acclaimed professional organizer Christine Stone and self-proclaimed hot damn mess radio and TV personality Eden Kendall.
Welcome back, everybody, to Uncluttered and Unfiltered. And we are Eden and Christine. Christine Stone is a professional organizer. And the reason I want to put that at the very forefront of our show today, Neatly Designed is your company. January is Get Organized month, as it should be, because we're kicking off a bright, shiny new year.
Yep.
So I defer today's subject and content truly to you while I go get my popcorn and sit back and really listen and learn, because I can't tell you how many times we've thought about employing the help of the subject of today's show, storage units.
Yep.
How are we doing a whole show about storage units?
It's so easy, though. It
is?
Yes.
So a lot of people listening either currently have a storage unit for all their extra stuff or have thought about maybe getting one.
Yes.
So let's go. Let's roll up our sleeves and let's tackle this storage unit.
Okay, so how the storage unit dilemma has occurred through the over 15 years I've been doing this. I will finish in a client's home. They will be thrilled. Everyone's so happy. I get to the door and they go, "Don't kill me." And I go, "What?" And they go, "I didn't tell you about the storage unit or units I have." And I start laughing and they go, "You're not mad?" And I go, "If I had $1 for every time someone said that to me, I would be able to retire and become a millionaire, because everybody is ashamed or embarrassed of that they own a storage unit, unless it's for certain reasons that I'll get into. And that is why this topic is so near and dear to my heart, because storage unit facilities, if you've seen, they pop up on every corner, and there's a reason why. And that is because everybody, instead of getting rid of things, they're like, "I'll just shove it in a storage unit." And they never, ever go to their storage unit. And I mean, never. I'll ask people, "So when's the last time you've been here?" "Oh, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. I go, "Do you know what's in here?" "No, I have no idea. I can't remember." Because if you can't even remember, you know it's nothing you want to bring into your home. So that is the first thing. People are spending a lot of money on storage units they don't go to. They don't want to go to. It's stressful. And the problem is, though, it's like a monkey on their back. It's like having 2 weights, because they know eventually they have to go to that storage unit. They know it's costing them a lot of money a year to own that storage unit. So it's always in the back of their mind. So it's like it's like having a monkey on your back. You're just like, oh, I got to go to that storage unit. That storage unit. I wonder if it's in the storage unit. I don't even like that storage unit. That storage unit's hot. That storage unit has bugs. I mean, I could go on and on and on.
I'm guessing a lot of people buy duplicates of what's in the storage unit to avoid having to go pick up whatever they know they already own.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there, like I talked about right away, there are exceptions. And that would be, one, you are moving into a house that's being built. You already sold your other house. You got to put your furniture or your items somewhere for the in-between. So you get a storage unit. Someone passed away and you inherited a whole house full of stuff. You don't know if the antiques are valuable. You don't know if you're emotionally prepared to deal with that right this second. And that I understand. So you put everything in a storage unit. Someone dies suddenly. You're not able to sit there and go through stuff. Mm-hmm. It's too excruciating to do that. So there are exceptions. But keeping the storage unit year after year after year, mm-hmm. I can tell you how many times I've gone to storage units with clients and they over and over, oh, I didn't know I had that. Ew, I don't want that anymore. Why did I save that? So you're paying rent at a facility that you don't even like the stuff that's in there.
It'd be like paying rent for somebody that you didn't want to hang out with anymore.
Right.
If you paid their rent.
And you paid their rent every month to live there.
And it does sound like, we've done storage units before that weren't terribly expensive until you start to add up. Month after month, year after year. Right. And then you've got to get climate control because
you have to in Florida.
We are
in Florida, you have to.
Yeah. So what's a person to do with all of that stuff?
Well, the first thing is you have to realize with storage units, guilt plays a big role because mainly the stuff in there is sentimental. Mm-hmm. So you're like, oh God, if I go over there, it's going to take hours, days, weeks because it's mom stuff, sister stuff, husband stuff. It's emotional. Kid stuff. Oh, my kids, all their stuff. I put it in there. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do. So I made a list. And this is how you know when it's time to let go of the storage unit.
Oh, nice.
And how you can finally break free of your storage unit. You ready?
I am ready.
Go there.
Oh,
That's
God, I don't want to go there. I don't have one, but if I did.
To do is go there.
I don't want to go to anyone's storage unit, right. Especially my own.
So the reason why I say that, because thinking about it is not going to get it resolved. Thinking about it is not going to help. So going there and looking at what's in there. So when you first get there, don't worry that you're doing anything that day other than making a game plan. You have to make a game plan. Getting your ducks in a row. That's what you're doing. Do I need a mover? Do I need 2 movers? Do I need to donate? Do I need a consignment shop? Do I need someone for antique furniture to guess how much something is worth, or an art dealer? Find out what's in there. Take pictures, lots and lots of pictures. And then you go back home. You don't try to tackle this without knowing the support systems you need to get this cleared out and taken care of. So that's the first thing. If you cannot tackle this project on your own, hire a professional. It doesn't even need to be an organizer. An organizer will help get everything sorted and get the people that you need to come and pick things up. But you can also, if there's really hardly anything you want in there, just get someone who will come and take it and, donate it. So that's what I mean by getting your people that you need to get involved in this project. And then when you get in there, here are the questions you need to ask. Do you want to sell or consign the items? Do you need to schedule donation pickups, and how many? Do you need people to meet you there? Do you need a junk removal company who will just come and junk it all because it's not worth a thing? And last but not least, I think this is such an important question. Do you just need to say goodbye?
Light a match.
Meaning like it's an emotional thing, and you just need to be ready to say, I'm ready to go in there say goodbye to things that I've been holding on to that really have no value other than they're taking up space in my mind, on my shoulders, and financially in my wallet.
Sure.
So that's really important, because a lot of people, when I say it like that, they go, you're right. I think I need to go in there alone for a few minutes, look around, and really decide what's going on, that I can't let this stuff go.
To me, it seems, not having been in your shoes and worked with people who are in an emotional attachment with these things, but if you have it in a photograph and you're looking, you've got all your photographs spread out, it seems like it would be a little bit easier, not easy, but easier if you're removed from the item to say, do you see yourself going to the storage unit to retrieve that item ever?
Ever.
And putting it into use, hanging it on your wall, putting it on a shelf, using it the way it's intended to be used.
Well, and you also get the what if. Well, what if I get a condo one day? Or what if my kids need it? Or what if one day I want to take the piece of furniture and have it repainted and use it in my daughter's baby's room? What if, what if, what if, what if? And what if goes from year to year to year to year. It just never ends. And so my feeling on storage units is tackle it. Make it a New Year's resolution. And I'm not big on resolutions, but this is so important, because I know after people deal with their storage units, they are so relieved. I mean, they text me, they email me, they call me. Oh my God, I feel like a new person, because it's something, even though you don't have to look at it or see it every day, it's in your thoughts. What do I do with all that stuff? I don't want that stuff. That stuff's not coming in my house. You know what I mean? It's nothing they want.
Right. If they wanted it or felt they needed it on a regular basis, it would be somewhere closer and easier to reach. The feeling too that you're spread out it's hard to describe, but there's this feeling of like, I'm sitting here with you, half my stuff is across town. It just feels
no connection.
You don't feel connected. You feel spread out. You feel like if it was at least under your own roof, not that I'm trying to suggest that you have a closet that you can't open and bowling balls are going to fall off the shelves, et cetera. But I just think that there's definitely if there are people who have no closet space, no storage space, that is a difficult situation. And if they're hoping one day to resolve that, that's an example you gave where you might one day move somewhere bigger. Right. But that's not what you're talking about. You're seeing people who have just held on.
For not just 1, 2 storage units, 3 storage units. And it was usually during a move. And they got new furniture, they got new things, which always happens, because whenever you're moving to a new place, I mean, sometimes you take stuff, but sometimes the setup is different. The layouts are different. So you really are like, no, I'm just going to get a new sofa. So you leave the other one in the storage unit that is.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to save you time and money by delivering fresh groceries at great prices right to your door in refrigerated trucks. Enjoy 1-hour delivery time slots to get what you need on your time. All with professional drivers who always deliver. No tipping required. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $25 on your first 2 Kroger delivery orders when you clip your digital coupon online or in the app. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Uncluttered and Unfiltered is supported by Hearts for Minds. Can you imagine waiting 10 years to get screened for cancer? On average, people with mental health issues experience a 10-year delay between symptoms and seeking help, and close to 2/3 of mental illnesses go untreated. Hearts for Minds promotes healthy lives by promoting mental health education, facilitating early identification, and connecting people to treatment. Are you ready to learn more? Go to heartsforminds.org. That's hearts, the number 4, minds.org. for more information and to learn how you can help.
Now piled high full of other boxes sitting on the sofa. So that's why it's important to have someone with some strength who will move things out, including in the very back. I mean, people have no idea what's in the back of a storage unit, let alone what's in front, because so much stuff has been piled and piled and piled in front of it that the back, I mean, it could be from the 80s or 70s. Nobody even knows. So it's really important to get your ducks in a row, have the people that you need to help you see what you own. And if you go and take a look around and see, really, I don't want any of this, give yourself permission to say, I'm getting rid of all of it. I don't want it in my house. Nobody else wants it. And remember, I'm going to say this throughout this podcast, your kids never want anything. Everyone's like, my kids may want it. My kids may want it. And then their kids will come and go, I don't want that.
Or what about once you've passed and then they have to come and look through everything?
Chuck. I mean, seriously, I cannot tell you how many people think, no, my son will want that. My daughter will want that. And then their son or daughter come and go, I don't want that. So it's very rare unless it's a family heirloom. And even then, I mean, they really... One thing I can say about this new generation of kids, they are minimalists and they like less things in their homes. And I'm all for that, as you know, being an organizer. So when your parents keep trying to pawn things off on you that they don't want it either. Right.
That is correct. I have a few things that I will not get rid of, even though I know I can. And I still, I get it. I get it. And my kids certainly don't want them. But let's talk about the idea, too, that when you say you don't know what's in there, that you could actually make it not, I don't want to say fun. It could be exciting if you really haven't been there in a while and you get family members to come. But then people are going to want to hang on to things, which is usually the opposite of what you
see
want.
my eyes squinting.
Yeah, as I was saying it, I just wanted to see this. So I'm saying it. Her eyes are getting smaller and smaller until they're just little slits. And then she's looking at me like, don't even say that you should bring other people in your family to your storage unit. Because I know what you're going to say. An impartial person. You need to bring somebody who's impartial.
Who's impartial. Because when you get your sister, your mother, your cousin, then they're emotionally invested just like you are. And it's great if they'll take something, like you can put a Post-it note on a bin that you have and say, this is for Aunt Carol, and then have her come pick it up or you bring the bin to her. But getting a whole bunch of people in a storage unit, unless it's just a bunch of furniture and people want to just come pick and choose what they want, it's just a recipe for disaster, because then first of all, it'll last forever. This whole thing will last weeks on end because people start being emotional about every little item and telling stories about every single item. Someone will start crying. I mean, it'll be a whole thing. So it's just better to do it with someone who's not as invested as you are, who can be, not biased about things and really tell you what they think to help you let go of things. It's emotionally stressful, whether it's a storage unit or something in your house or, anything to do with your children. Those are called emotional clutter and stress clutter, and they cause stress. So that's why I always say, look first, get your ducks in a row, make lists of the people who you can get there to help you, not to hinder you, but to help you.
Could you, and I'm taking a page off of something you said from an episode previous, I think it was our downsizing episode, I want to say, but could you, first you go there and then maybe one Saturday you say, all right, I'm going to have the charity come by.
Yep.
And then another Saturday you say, okay, I'm going to have the consignment furniture place come by, and just have these appointments made where they're ready to just take things away directly from the storage unit.
Yes. And I mean, normally that's how it'll work, because it'd be an act of God to get everybody to be able to come with everybody's schedules on the same exact day. I mean, that's great if it can happen, but usually everybody's schedules are different. That's why Post-it notes, and I talk about them all the time, and I'm not getting paid by Post-it, but it's the smartest thing to use different colors for different items. One for consignment, one for donate, different, one junk, just stuff I'm throwing out. And that way, when each person comes on the day they're assigned to come, it's so easy. You say, you're the one with the purple Post-its, or you're the one with the yellow Post-its, and it makes it super easy.
I got to say, the consignment thing is, I live in my brain to where I know I'm going to take all of this stuff to Goodwill, but I, for a minute, had piles like consignment, eBay, whatever. And then I'm like, then I get to a point where I'm like, I'm never going to do it. And the rent in my brain isn't worth the $30, $40 I'm going to get from the resale store. So I'm just going to load it all over and take it just to get rid of it, which there's something to be said about that, because once it's gone, then I stop deciding. But for a while, I'll have 2 or 3 bags, and then every time I walk by them, I'm going into my brain going, well, what day can I go there where they...
Right.
I'll tell you the thing about consignment stores, too. That can hurt your feelings. When you go to a consignment store, they're rifling through all your stuff, and then they come back and say, nope, nothing's in style here.
Right.
Or no quality stuff here.
Right.
You're like, what are you saying? Like, I spent a lot on that. So it's better to just give it to somebody who says, thank you.
Well, okay, so anytime you have any of those type of items and you're thinking about consignment or selling it, unless it's of value, like real value, something that you can sell in the real, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to think, do I have the time to post on all these different sites and wait for somebody, because you play that ping pong act where they're, whether it's eBay or any of these sites, you have to decide if it's worth your time versus the money you're going to get for items.
And this is nothing against great stores like Uptown Cheapskate is a local one, but Plato's Closet is a national chain. I think Uptown is a chain as well. I don't know. But anyway, these places where you go in and they buy right on the spot as opposed to consignment where we pay cash.
Right.
Every time my daughter and I have gone to one of those places, we come away annoyed because you got to be in season. You've got to have.
Oh yeah, they have all requirements.
All these requirements, and you get maybe $20 for a huge stack, and then and it's a little more if you use it as a credit, and then you're bringing more junk.
Right.
But it's a great idea in theory, and it's great if you have a thick skin. But let me tell you, don't go wandering in there thinking that your stuff is worth more than it is, because it never is.
Oh, and that's not just clothes. That's all types of memorabilia. All types.
Yeah.
You think it's worth so much. You've held on to it. It's been sitting in closets, taking up space. And then you go on eBay or you go on your neighborhood Facebook thing to sell something, and people are like, what? Or you'll go on eBay and there'll be 700 of them and they're selling them for $1. And you're like, what the heck? I've held on to these forever.
I have some figurines that were my grandmother's, and I went on eBay and I noticed that they were going for $45, $50 each. And I was like, what? That's great. And then I looked, they'd been listed for years.
Years.
I mean, that's the person that has the time to throw everything they can up there. And if something sells, great. If it doesn't, 10 other things are selling from their other collections.
And there's more and more of these sites now. So people are all over the place when they're going to look for things. It's not like it used to be where it was just eBay and you could go on there. So it's just, I always say, how much time do you have to devote to selling items versus the money you're going to get for it? Some people, they may be retired and they have all day to do this, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
But most people don't. And they're like, I don't have time for this. I mean, I'd rather just donate it or, give it to the homeless shelter where people, I always say, you may not want something and you may think, but there's always somebody else who will find value in it. Always.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So this book or novella that you've written about storage units, is there more on there to share?
You know what? I just want everybody to be motivated and inspired in 2023 to get the monkey off your back. Go over there, go and look and see what you have, take photos, and then I would like people to respond back and let me know with pictures, with comments on how they felt after they let the storage unit go. How, what did they experience going through this process? I would love, love, love to hear from people.
Okay, so getting rid of your storage unit in the new year, but don't say it's going to happen this year. Say it's going to happen this month. Make it be by the end of the month or the middle of next month, but set a date.
Set a date this year and get that monkey off your back.
And slice it up like a salami if you have to. This week we're going to get rid of all the Goodwill. Next week we're going to, invite
junk,
3 strong guys, you're right, to come over and lift everything. And then, but But really, you've got to have a plan for everything and just be prepared to let it go.
Plan of action.
Yeah, exactly. Well, happy National Organizing Month. I know it's a busy time for you.
It's a busy time for us.
And everybody else, we wish you a happy new year and new organized life. And again, there are ways for you to let us know if you've gotten rid of the storage unit or if you're getting ready to tackle that project. Everything we do has our name on it, Uncluttered and Unfiltered, on Instagram, on Facebook. We have a private group. You're invited to join Uncluttered and Unfiltered Ladies Over 40. We've got our website that has a Contact Us form. So all of those things. And of course, we have to ask if you're listening to us through a way where you can leave a review, 5 stars. We would love those stars. It's not for our egos. There's actually like an algorithm reason for it. So we ask that.
I don't get it, but I know.
We don't pretend to get it. We don't pretend to get it, but those reviews, if you leave a review, that actually is very beneficial. So we appreciate it if you do that. And we invite you to let it go.
And don't look back. Happy New Year.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to save you time and money by delivering fresh groceries at great prices right to your door in refrigerated trucks. Enjoy 1-hour delivery time slots to get what you need on your time, all with professional drivers who always deliver. No tipping required. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $25 on your first 2 Kroger delivery orders when you clip your digital coupon online or in the app. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to save you time and money by delivering fresh groceries at great prices right to your door in refrigerated trucks. Enjoy 1-hour delivery time slots to get what you need on your time, all with professional drivers who always deliver. No tipping required. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $25 on your first 2 Kroger delivery orders when you clip your digital coupon online or in the app. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.